design and support for free in hopes of getting the customer base.
We're going to go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Empire State Development's Division of Minority and Women's Business Development, MWBE webinar series. Today's topic is Navigating the New York State Contract Reporter. My name is Caitlin Covert, Business Development Associate at Empire State Development. I have a wonderful guest here for everyone today, Christine McCann, the Deputy Director of Procurement Assistance at Empire State Development's Division of Small Business and Technology Development. However, before we begin, let's take care of some housekeeping issues. We've already muted your phone, so participants do not hear a lot of background noise. This webinar is a live tutorial. The recording will be emailed to all registrants. We encourage you to ask questions through the chat and Q&A boxes. And lastly, there will be a quick poll displayed following the presentation. We welcome any feedback and encourage you to fill this out. And without further ado, I introduce you to Christine.
Thank you, Caitlin, very much. I just want to let everybody know that it's been a while. I've done a webinar on the Contract Reporter. I hope I can remember everything. I know that everybody's been in the same situation the past year and a half, and I'm also logged on as a business. Normally I'm logged on as myself, which is the administrator, the system administrator. So I'm going to have different buttons than everybody else. I normally have different buttons than everybody else, so I just have to kind of get used to not having as many buttons. But I log on as a business so all of you can see what it's supposed to look like. So welcome, thank you very much. And this is the New York State Contract Reporter. It's called Navigating the New York State Contract Reporter. I call it basically a general overview of the Contract Reporter. As Caitlin said, ask any questions. And also, I do want to mention, I give people one-on-one walkthroughs of the Contract Reporter also. So if I'm going too fast, if you're busy, you can't fully concentrate, email me, give me a call, and we can set up a date or a time, and I can walk you through it just one-on-one. So let me get started here. When you create an account, everything on the Contract Reporter is free. When you create an account, you can create a user account and also a business registry account. I will talk about a business registry account later, but right now when you, I'm going to get back to talking about the user account. When you create an account, the first thing you should do is go over to the Manage Account button where it says Welcome Back and your name will be here. Manage Account, hover over that and click on the My Opportunity profile. Now, many of you might already have this done. I just want to go through this really quickly. You can choose up to 16 categories and classifications that match what you sell, whether it be commodities or services. This is just random. Whatever I have here is random. It was actually the last person I talked to on the phone. I think it was yesterday or Friday. I was walking through I think it was yesterday. I was walking through the Contract Reporter with her, and I said, all right, what do you do? This is what she did or does. I want to point out these blue circles with the question marks. Anytime they show up, you can hover over them and they give you a little bit more information, such as this, I hovered over commodities. So commodities are material goods, supplies, products, construction, et cetera, et cetera. You can also hover over them over here to get a little bit more detailed information on the categories. Again, these question marks are all over the website, and instead of sending me an email, these may be able to help you so that you don't have to send me an email. I mean, feel free to send me an email, but I may point these out to you also. So this is what I chose for yesterday's walkthrough. I'm not going to change anything. But I do want to scroll down to the bottom. You can choose for specific counties or you can choose statewide. You can choose, just on the map itself. You can also, oops, I don't want St. Lawrence or Herkimer. I'm going to delete them down here. This is an interactive map. If you only want New York City, you can only choose the 5 boroughs in New York City. So I'm going to leave what I chose. And I'm going to scroll down to ad types. What I tell everybody to do in the beginning is just leave it all ad types so you can get familiar with what is being sent to you. Eventually, you may just want to learn about the general ad types. You may want to hear about only contractor ads. You may want to hear about discretionary procurements, which we will talk more about later. Those are for MWBEs specifically. I can hover over this and show you what the details says. Agencies are required to advertise discretionary procurements. Or that doesn't say much, but you know what I mean. That just gives you that they're required to advertise those. So again, I tell everybody to just choose all ad types in the beginning. And this is where the turn on e-alert notifications, this is where you plug in the toaster or the coffee maker or the computer when somebody says, hey honey, the toaster's not working. Of course, the first question you ask is it plugged in? So you want to click yes if you want to receive daily e-alert notifications with the matches of the categories and classifications that match what you sell or the service that you offer. You will receive a daily e-alert every day, every business day, So major holidays, state holidays or federal holidays, we do not post. And down at the bottom here, if you don't want to get an e-alert, if no opportunities match your profile, you would just click this on or off. I should tell you that these e-alerts are sent out approximately 3:30 in the morning. So in the beginning when we started doing this, or when this website was created back in 2014, it was, yes, the other thing about COVID is I forgot some of my English words. I'm sure we all have. But anyway, so the e-alerts, when they were first sent out, or when this website was launched, that's the word I was thinking of, back in 2014, people were complaining about the e-alerts at 3:30 in the morning because they were going off on their phones. They were getting their emails on their phone. I can't do anything about that. You would have to turn down the volume on your phone. But they do, like I said, they are sent out approximately at 3:30 in the morning. So you can change any of these here, the categories, the counties, the ad types, etc., as many times as you want, as many, if you want to do it 5 times in a day, that's also fine. But if you want to save all of these changes, you have to hit update my profile. Whenever you do that, it will show you the next step is, or the computer will show you all of the opportunities that match what you chose. So right now I have 29. I'm not going to look through these because I know you're not interested in that, but what I am going to do, I'm going to back up here and I'm going to let you know this is how I usually start, but I forgot to say this. The New York State Contract Reporter is the official publication of New York State agency procurement, $50,000 or more. That includes SUNYs and CUNYs. They must post on here, plus state agencies, public benefit corporations, and also public authorities such as the New York State Thruway Authority, any of the like the Capital District Transportation Authority, I know Rochester, Syracuse, and Buffalo also have transportation authorities. So all of those organizations must post on here by law. We also have municipalities post, school districts, water districts, fire districts, libraries, anything municipal, community colleges, etc. They are not mandated to post on here, but the state agencies are. So I do want to point out that the number of New York State government entities that are current on the Contract Reporter is 1,385. So that would include New York State government of any kind, plus the municipalities, the libraries, the fire districts, etc. That's 1,385. That is a lot, but we can always have more. Not all of the municipalities are on here, such as the counties and the cities and the towns and the villages. The number of agency users are 2,176. So it's almost 2 people per government entity, which is not true. I see a lot of agent, like some of the bigger agencies like tax and finance or mental health, there's more than just 2 people that are on here. But we have to remember that there probably have been a lot of retirements in the past year or so. Plus, not a lot of the state agencies have been posting procurements because of COVID. We couldn't spend money unless it was an emergency. That's slowly loosening up now. I will show you up at the top here on the left-hand side. Today, 44 opportunities were posted, and you can click on these arrows if you're only interested in what was posted today or what was posted in the last 7 days or if everything that's available currently. That's 895. That's going to take a lot of time for you. And I do want to point out on the left-hand side here where it says Search Open New York State Contract Reporter Ads, you can search by unique terms is what I tell people. You have to use unique terms. We will get to that, but what I wanted to show you was the filters. We can do an advanced search. We can search the archives. You can click on here for your opportunities, your bookmarked ads, all open opportunities, recently closed ads, and the bid results and awards. I will show you that in a little bit also. But right now, the filters are, you could do classifications, categories, locations, and right now these filters are for, let me scroll up to the top here, just for the 29 of them. The 29 opportunities that I have open. These are the categories and classifications, the location, etc. I do want to show you the ad types here to look for the discretionary between 50,000 and 500,000. That's for MWBEs. So out of the 29 opportunities here that match my categories and classifications, I'm going to look and see how many have that MWBE discretionary spending. Right now, only 3 of those do. The first one there is for SUNY, Oswego, Cortland, and the insurance fund. I do want to show you what ads look like. I'll talk about these buttons first. So the first one, of course, the top one there is View This Ad. You can share this ad with a colleague, a friend, an employee, a competitor, whomever you want to share it with. You can enter the information here, or what I like to do is I like to copy this. I know I didn't catch that E there. There we go. I like to copy that and put it in my own email from me. You can bookmark this ad. So I'm going to bookmark this right now. Are you sure you want to add this ad to your bookmarks? Yes. And where you can find that, let me close this, where you can find that is right up here. Whoops. Right here, bookmarked opportunities, 21. That's open opportunities is 895, and then my opportunities is 29. But this is where you would find your bookmarked opportunities. And also this right here, the send me notification updates on this ad. This is interesting. Like a lot of times people will call me up and they'll say, I know I saw this ad, but now I can't find it. Can you help me find it? Well, one way to cut down on that is if you click on this Send Me Notification Updates on this. Are you sure you want to receive update notifications? Click yes. I'm not going to click yes because I don't want to receive them. But what happens is if anybody or if the state agency or whoever posted it, if they upload any documents, if they make any changes to the ad, such as a date or a time, a due date change, any kind of questions and answers they might upload. Again, that would be in a document. But any kind of changes they make to anything in the ad, such as the description, any uploading documents, you will get a notification. You will receive a general email notification, and you would find it right here under updates. That's where you would find that information, and it'll tell you what the updates were. I'm going to go back out of this ad. Actually, I'm going to go back in because that was the last button to talk to you about. So let's go into View This Ad, and I'm going to go over these buttons. So you can still share this ad inside. You can also bookmark this ad when you're inside the ad itself. You can print it. And you can also click Send Me Notification Updates on this. And this last button right here, it's gray. That means there's nothing connected to this. This is if you're looking for subcontracting opportunities. Now, you could be a prime contractor, or if you're an MWBE, you might be interested in that in that button, because it'll be associated with this ad, because if you're an MWBE, now this particular one I opened up has no goals, and it also has no SDVOB goals. So that wouldn't really help. I mean, people still may be looking for subcontracting opportunities, and the button would be green if they were looking for subcontractors. So I'm going to go back. So let's start searching for ads. I would suggest keeping it simple. This search engine is not Google. I swear Google can read my mind when I start searching for things. I don't think they can, but I swear that they do. So what you have to do is you have to keep it simple. If there is a sidewalk, let's say you're looking to replace a sidewalk on Main Street and Green Ave, I would just type in the word Main Street. Now, I was just thinking here, I typed out the word street, S-T-R-E-E-T. Someone may enter this as ST, Main ST. So just be aware, if you type in the full word street, it may not come up. Now, I didn't do this before, so just out of curiosity, let's see if anything comes up Main Street. 47 open and recently closed ads had the word Main Street somewhere in the title or the description. Now this, when it searches anything on the left-hand side here in these green buttons, when it searches, it does not look in your opportunities, which in my case are the 29 right there. It actually searches in the 895. So this is another way for you to find other ads that may pertain to you, either to sell your commodities or to offer your services. So that's a good way if you're sitting around and you only get, the 29 opportunities, or maybe you get 2 or 3 a day. You might say, maybe I should start searching some keywords and see what comes up. Now, I'm not going to go through these. I already showed you the inside of what the ad what an ad could look like. But I'm just going to go through Main Street, Main Street. Now, this one here, Main Street is not in the title, so it must be in the description. I'm just going to click on this really quickly, view this ad. And if it's not in the title, what I do is I do Control F, and then I type in Main Street. And there you go. It's right there in the first paragraph. I didn't read this, so I didn't see that right there. And let me see if there it is again and again. Okay, good. So that's one way. If the word Main Street is not in the title, that's how you can find where's the word Main Street. And that's a very specific proper noun. You can type in, obviously, any nouns. You could type in broilers, like some SUNY buildings might need broilers. You could type on sidewalk, et cetera, et cetera. But again, I would keep it simple and then keep it singular, as opposed to typing in auditors or sidewalks. I would keep it singular, just in case if there's only one sidewalk that needs to, you want to capture as much as possible. I'm going to move on to advanced search. And this is kind of nice because you can enter the keyword here, which would be the same as the one on the left. But this you can search by agency. So if you know that the Office of Mental Health posted something, you just can't find it right now, just start typing in mental health, or just mental. I typed in the word MENT and up it came. So I'm going to click that. So right there, Office of Mental Health. Maybe I'll type in the word carpet. Now, I didn't try this before the phone call or before the webinar, so I don't know what's going to come up. But I do want to point out you can choose classifications, categories, county, ad type filter set-asides, which are just SDVOBs right now. Again, that's service disabled, veteran-owned businesses. And then right here are contracting goals. You could do M's, you could do W's, or you could do both M and WBEs. You could also do disadvantaged business enterprises or SDVOBs. So I'm only going to do these 2 filters on top, because the more filters you choose, the less ads you're going to find, because it's more specific. So let me just scroll down here. Drum roll, please. Let's see what comes up. 0. Okay, so I struck out there. I do want to show you just very quickly, I'm going to take out the word carpet. And so let's say, again, you knew that you saw something from mental health maybe a week ago. Let's click on search. And there's 38 ads for mental health. You could go through these. And I do want to point out this display right here. You can choose to do 1, 5, 10, 25, or 50 ads at once. So if I choose to do 50, then it's only going to be one page. You'll see that right here on the right-hand side. And I showed you how to do discretionary purchasing. This blue menu bar across the page is how I navigate the Contract Reporter. So if you need to change something in your account, you can click right here. This is my fake account, Chris McCann, owner, ABC123. I hope the Jackson 5 do not sue me for that, but I was just trying to think of something simple. 306 states, this is all fake information. But anyway, this is where if you move, if the owner changes, phone number, this is if you want to change your password, your email address, so you would go into Manage Account, My Account Info. I'm going to go back to my home to get to my dashboard, which again shows my opportunities. It's all about me, haha, only kidding. But anyway, I'm going to start talking about the business registry right now. The business registry is a database on the website that you can create. This is an account for your business. Now, the first account you made is your own account. Only you see it. Nobody else on the Contract Reporter can see it. I can see it because I'm the system administrator, and you may have problems with your email. You know, I'm not getting any emails, so I might go in and take a look at your email address to make sure it's correct, but nobody else can see your account. This business registry account, everybody who has an account on the Contract Reporter can see it. So I'm going to go to Search the Registry, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to use the word carpet. So if you sell carpets, I'm going to click on search, and this is what we're going to find. 17 companies have created their own business registry account here. So this first one here is Allegna Technologies. I'm going to open it up, and this is what people are going to see. So you're going to put in the address where you're located. This business is located in Georgia. There's the phone number. They are a WBE, an MBE, and a DBE. Now, they're not certified New York State, as you can see here, because it'll say NYS Certified WBE or Certified NYS Certified MBE. Goods and services. This is where you should put information, keywords in your industry. Put keywords, key phrases in your industry. You also want to put in any government entities. It doesn't matter if they are New York State or another state. It's important to put in local, state, federal, any kind of government entities that you have worked with, put them in here. This is sort of an advertisement for your business. So build yourself up. How many years have you been in business? Over 8 years, over 25 years. Or you can also say with the number of people in your company, we have over blank years of experience in carpeting, in laying down carpets, you know, something to that effect. But this is where you want to shine. This is where you want to stand out from other companies. In that there's a company bio section, or also this person doesn't have it, this business doesn't have it, but a description also. So you can choose both or either, if you want a description or a company bio. You have to choose New York State Contract Reporter categories so people understand who you are, what you do. NAICS codes are in there. You can only choose 3 NAICS codes. If you're in the construction business, then it asks for CSI codes. Locations, this person is willing to help any businesses, any government entities in all of New York State counties. Designations. Now this is where, are you a small business, New York State small business? No. MWBE, certified MWBE, yes or no. Recycled in New York State, products manufactured, et cetera, et cetera. And contact. Angela that's for contact information, et cetera. So this is what people see. I'm going to go back. And again, this is a free advertisement of sorts. And I want to mention, again, prime contractors. Everybody with an account on the Contract Reporter can see this, such as prime contractors, other MWBEs, SDVOBs, the Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Businesses, and also government entities, such as the state agencies, the municipalities. If the state agencies have a project under $50,000, they do not need to post it on the Contract Reporter. But they do have to get 3 estimates. So what they can do is go to this database and search by carpet or painting or cubicles, those kind of things, and they can search for you to get an estimate. I have never asked government entities, the state agencies, whether if they use this database or not. I never surveyed anybody. Maybe at some point I will. This website is going to end next year. I'm hoping that the new contractors or the old contractor, I don't know who's going to be the contractor for the next 5 or 10 years. However, the website we're looking at to keep it pretty much the same. It works. This model works. People like it. It's simple. It's efficient. It's smooth, and it's quick. Let's see here. So that's the business registry. You can search by term. You can search by NAICS code. Here's advanced search. You can search by NAICS code, classifications, etc. I'm going to go back. Oh, I do want to show you how to find contractor ads. I'm going to hit the My Home button to go back to my dashboard, and contractor ads are not down here. Is it under? All right, this is one of those things I was saying earlier, if anybody heard me about if I forget something, nobody's going to be bleeding if I forget something. I won't have to take anybody to the ER, and there's no bone sticking out of the skin. I raised 3 rambunctious boys, so I've been to the ERs many times, and I also took care of my elderly father for 4 years, so I know what it's like to run to the ER a lot. But we're not going to run to the ER because I forgot where to find contractor ads. Are they up here maybe? Join the registry? Nope. Oh, man, oh, man.
I think you might have to do advanced search.
Okay, maybe. Yes.
I think.
Ad type. Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. It's under ad type filter. I knew it was somewhere. Thank you for saving me, Caitlin.
I was like, I definitely saw it somewhere. Glad it was there.
When I log on as the system administrator, I think mine is over here. But anyway, thanks to Caitlin, we found the contractor ads, and they have this pinkish, peachish title right there. So sometimes you may receive them in your daily e-alerts, and if they're pinkish peachish like that, that means that they are contractor ads. So let's view this ad. A real construction company is actively seeking MWBEs, DBEs, and SDVOBs for a construction project, a culvert replacement project. So it'll tell you what they're looking for. It'll tell you the dates when they want to receive information from you, a bid from you, and a subcontractor. And they technically say, and I've been trying to teach the prime contractors, please put where people can find specs or designs, those kind of things, because a lot of times they'll call me and I don't have access to them. But if you tell them, call me here, call Mike, contact Mike Melton at that number or email him. Sometimes they'll have a link to go somewhere. Sometimes they cannot upload them here. They are not allowed to upload any information, but they can tell you where to go. So this one has no service disabled veteran-owned set-aside. It does say up here MWBE, but there's no goals written down here. So they are still searching for MWBEs in this situation. So that's what contractor ads look like. You can share these ads also. You can bookmark them, and you can also print them. Let me go back here. I would like to point out we have many events. We have events listed, and I'm going to scroll down here. We also have bulletins listed. Now, a lot of the events the past year have been virtual, but before COVID, a lot of the events were free or low cost. And actually low cost, I mean like $10. And I've only seen like a handful of them in the 7 years that I have worked on this website. So most of these events are free. Now, granted, they're virtually, they are also free too, but they're virtual. What I meant before COVID was that you could go face-to-face and they would be free. So let me click on Read More. So if you're interested in this particular event, it tells you all the information. It tells you the date. So this is June 17th at 11 a.m. There's the Zoom link, a panel discussion on that. If you'd like to register, here you go. There is the more information there from NYPA, etc. So I'm going to go back. Save the date is another one, utility sector, IT and digitalization, blah, blah, blah. Read more. See all events. You could click on that. Now, bulletins. I just entered this bulletin. I'd like to point this out. I'm sure my boss would love to know that I pointed this out. I just entered this today. It's the COVID-19 Pandemic Small Business Recovery Grant Program. So this is just very general information. I did upload a document that has a little bit more information on it. I'm not going to show you right now because that's not what this website is about. But the description is here. You can you can either click on this website or you can see the attached flyer for more information. This was just opened up not too long ago, but like I said, my boss asked me today if I could upload this. She also asked me to send out a blast email, which I will probably do this afternoon or tomorrow. So you may get an email from the website with this information. And I'll also include the document if I'm smart enough to remember that. You know, sometimes we send emails and forget to include the document. Well, I'll try not to. And if I do forget it, of course, I'll resend it again. So let me go back. So that's Contractor Ads. They're similar to the other ads with the buttons, but they are from prime contractors. And it's very clear here what companies they are from who are looking for these, looking for the subcontractors. Now, if you're sitting around and you're waiting for ads to come to you and they're not coming to you, one thing you can do is go to Notices and Reports, and I do want to mention events and bulletins are also listed here. They're listed on the right-hand side, but also they're also listed under here, and I'll show you what it looks like. This is what events looks like. They're purple, which distinguished from what ads look like, and this is what bulletins look like. They're also purple to distinguish. So these are all. There are 5 ads right now, or 5 bulletins right now. So let me go back to, I want to talk about procurement reports. What are procurement reports, you ask? All right. These are projected procurement reports from state agencies, SUNYs and CUNYs, public benefit corporations, and the public authorities. What they plan to buy in the near future. So, if you click on either the quarterly report or the semi-annual, they're similar. Click on, well, the most recent one here is April to June, so I'm going to click on that one. And what this shows is what government entities plan to purchase in the future. Now, the New York State Office of Aging here is not planning to purchase anything, but Ag and Markets is planning to purchase these items here, consulting and other services. So that what these categories are the New York State Contract Reporter categories, so it's very general. So let's say you sell fuels and lubricants right here. You can call up Barbara and say, "Hi, Barbara. I am Jane Doe. I work for mom and pop gasoline station or mom and pop fuels. And I see on the Contract Reporter, please tell everybody that you found this information on the Contract Reporter, because with the internet these days, people can get creeped out pretty quickly. But if you tell Barbara, for instance, oh, Barbara, I was on the Contract Reporter and I see that I was on the projected procurement reports that you filled out, and I see you're looking to purchase fuels and lubricants, consulting. Well, she's looking for consulting and other services as opposed to the fuels. But let's say you have those services. So let them know that you found it on the Contract Reporter and you're not some creep that was on the internet. And I don't know how you find something like this, but you know what I'm talking about. Don't creep people out if you're trying to sell stuff to them. But anyway, this is one way for you to make some phone calls, set aside 1 or 2 days a week to call these people and say, I see this is what you're looking for, this is what I sell. You can search up here, and I'm going to use maybe the word desk. Right, because these are all general categories. These are not going to show you the word desk. But if you type in furniture, and you have to spell correctly, I'm a poor speller, and I'm a fast typer, so I have 2 strikes against me, but I think I spelled that right. F-U-R-N-I-T-U-R-E, perfect. It's a good thing I'm not dyslexic, because that would I would have 3 strikes against me. But anyway, I am a very poor speller. So we type in the word furniture, and right here, office and residential furniture, they're looking for commodities. So if you sell furniture, call up Brenda and say, Brenda, I am so-and-so, I can sell you. What do you sell? And if they say, well, if they give you a negative answer like, well, I'm going to purchase from this person, or show me what you sell. No, I don't buy that kind of products. Tell Brenda or tell whoever you're talking to, can you please keep me in mind? Can I send you my capability statement? Can I send you my website so you can take a look at it, so you can have it in your files? Thank you very much. Again, it's just a way for you to squeak, because don't the squeaky wheels get oiled? And also it's a way for you to feel like you're doing something instead of sitting around and waiting for people to come to you. I'm going to scroll to the bottom here, and the word furniture comes up 47 times. So just so you know, you can scroll down here. Let's see who else is looking for furniture. CUNY. CUNYs and SUNYs are constantly buying items. They're constantly with construction. They're constantly purchasing all kinds of things. So you're going to see all the SUNYs and CUNYs listed here. Corrections and community, they're also, they have facilities all over the state also, and they're also buying a lot of things. There's another one, another one.
Don't distract me. Can't do that. Wander off.
Oh, there's one for the Department of Health. So they're looking for, let's see, yeah, right here, office and residential furniture commodities. So that's one way, that's procurement reports, and again, that's a way for you to reach out to people and not sit around and wait. Because if you sit around and wait, nothing's going to come to you. I'm going to go back to the My Home button, and my next thing I'd like to show you is bid results and awards. So let's say you're interested in something that was posted a month ago. Unfortunately, not all state agencies, they're not mandated to post bid results and awards. Not all of them do. We don't call them up and say, hey, you forgot to enter the bid results and the awards. Please do so. It's important to MWBEs. It's important to the prime contractors. I don't do that. I'm one of one, so I don't have time to do that. But anyway, what you can do is click this button on the left-hand side where the searches are, and you can click on that. You can search by keyword. Let's say there was something in there. I'm going to type in the word truck for something different. Again, I'm going to keep it singular, and let's see what comes up. 166 ads have the word truck in it. So I'm going to view the bid awards, the bids and the awards. So this one here, this is what they look like. They chose on June 11th, which was just a couple of days ago, last week. That was the date that they opened up the bids and they made the choice, or they opened up the bids that day. So the Olympic Regional Development Authority up in Lake Placid, that says High Mount. Okay, well, anyway, they entered, oh, I see, the Allegiance Trucks is the only bid result that they received. They're also supposed to put in there how much the bid was. I see they did not do that, though. They did not enter the award down here either, who won the bid. So we don't know if Allegiance Truck won the bid or not. I'm going to go back and look for another one here. Commercial Mail and Freight Truck Lease. Let's see what happened. This is Office of General Services located in Albany. Now this is interesting. This solicitation was canceled back in October 29th. I don't know why it was canceled. They didn't explain why it was canceled, but this at least tells you that nobody won the bid. Nobody won the award. Let's go to the next one. Heavy Duty Metropolitan Transportation Authority has heavy duty hydraulic trucks. So vendor name, bid amount. There was only one vendor, and that was their bid right there, $1,327,000. That was their bid. Awards have not been entered. You know, you can assume that Dependable Repairs won the bid, but you really are not supposed to assume. Everybody knows that little ditty. If you're not, you know, if you make a whatever out of you and me if you assume. But this, you know, what are you supposed to think when the awards are not entered here? What you can do is you can go to the contact information here, and you can call up Jessica and say, hi, Jessica, I'm so-and-so. I see on the Contract Reporter that someone won the bid for the 4-year contract with the heavy-duty hydraulic truck equipment. Can you tell me who won the award? It was not listed in the Contract Reporter. You can call them up. It's public information. So that's how you find bid results. You can search by keyword. I'm going to delete that. You can search by agency. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to do education, New York State Department of Education. I'm going to click enter, and let's see what comes up here. There's 157 ads that have bid results or awards. I'm just going to click on the first one here just for the fun of it. Whoops, there we go. Now this person, they uploaded a document with all the awards on it. So I'm going to click on that so we can see who entered family and community engagement. All right, this doesn't look like English to me because I don't know regional awards, statewide ranking. I don't know why these municipalities would be entering information here or responding to the bid. So I'm a little confused. How do I get out of this? Oh, where's Chris? I need Chris. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, that was covering it. I didn't realize I could move that. Okay. So it was uploaded by Adam. There's his contact information if you want to talk to him. So I'm going to get out of this and go to the second one here, the Sign Language Interpreter Services, and see what comes up. All right, so those are all the companies that entered bids for this. Now, let's see if we had non-awarded bidders. Oh, so they were looking for several people. Those are all the people that won the award, bid results. Awarded bidders. Okay, so they put the awarded bidders information under the bid results right there. So let me just scroll down to awards have not been entered. Actually, they were, but they put it in the wrong place, which is okay. Again, that's okay. At least the information is there. So that's where you can find bid information and award information. One of the last things I want to show everybody, and I'll make this quick, if we go to the Procurement Resources button, this lists a lot of links to other resources, such as Procurement Services OGS, the link is right there, your vendor ID information, which the state comptroller has. There's the link there. This is a minority women-owned business website, which has a similar name to ours. It's the Contract System. This is the Contract Reporter, but that's the link right there. Service Disabled Veteran-Owned Businesses link is there. Now, this Doing Business with New York State is a very good procurement guide. It's written from the state agency view. So you're reading it as a state agency, how they have to procure items. It's about a 28-page document. It's good for businesses to understand what the procurement process is. This link is the Niagara Frontier Transportation Authority. We have doing business with New York City agencies. That is the record online. That's the name of the website. That's for all New York City agencies. This is the Small Business Administration link. We have the New York State Small Business Development Centers. We have a link to Canada's official public sector website. This is the Procurement Technical Assistance Centers. We also have doing business with other states. And I want to point out on the bottom here, we have VendRep, Empire State Development. There's the contract system link. We have a grants gateway. These are all links down here in the statewide financial system. And one more thing to show, the site resources on the website, we have tutorials, how to place a contractor ad. It's only 4 minutes and 30 seconds. How to place my company in the New York Business Registry. That's only a 6-minute video. And then the last one is Business User Account Overview. That's a 2-minute tutorial. So that's what I have. Are there any questions? Caitlin, do you want to let me know what they are?
Yep, we've got a few questions. So there's a couple questions about subcontractors. So how does that usually work with MWBE subcontractors? How would we throw our hat in the ring when we're not bidding to be the prime?
Okay, what you could do is you could go to the ads, any of the ads that you're interested in. And Caitlin, jump in if you know more information than I do, but this is what I tell people. Go to the contact information and call Casey and say, Casey, I'm a certified New York State MWBE. I see that you have goals on this particular task stream ad, and I'm interested. This is what I sell. This is what I do. Can you keep me in mind for a subcontractor when prime contractors reach out to you? We do not have something for MWBEs to reach out to prime contractors. We only have those ads, the contractor ads. So you do have to wait for the primes to post something, but this is what I tell people, how to reach out to the agencies themselves. Do you have anything to add, Caitlin, about that?
Yeah, I just want to add, if you have any like questions regarding the specific ad, to obviously make sure that you reach out to that primary contact, and just keep in mind that there are question and answer periods with many of these procurements. So just to stick, to that period, as well as see if there's any sort of pre-bid meetings. You might be able to network with either like other MWBEs or potential prime contractors for that procurement.
Excellent. Yes.
The next question is kind of subcontracting related also. It's in regards to the subcontracting opportunities button on the ads. When it is not grayed out, what type of information would you find under that tab? Would there be any information there if you tried to click on it?
What tab? This here, view subcontracting opportunities? Yeah. Yes, there would be. You could click there and you could see all the prime contractors that have posted contractor ads. This is where they would show up when you click that. Right now I can't click it on this one. Let me see if, I'll go back to that filter. You said it was under here, categories. Nope. Let me scroll down a little bit more. I'm going to go up to here so that I get all of them. Whoops. There we go. So I do see a lot of contractor ads. I have to approve these, so I read through them. I review them quickly. I make sure the dates are okay and that they post where to find the designs or the specs. So I do see them, and there are some projects out there that I see several contractor ads. So I'm just going to open up this one really quickly and see if I can find, here it is, the CR number. If everybody just let me see, 207-6496. So I want to show you what it looks like. I'm going to go back to my home, back to here, and I'm going to type in 207-6496. Book, okay, view this ad. There we go. And look at that. It's not, oh, okay, this is good. I'm going to talk to the developer of the website today or tomorrow and say that this did not work. Because as you can see, the CR number is there. That's the one I typed in, but it doesn't show, this isn't green to show that there are subcontracting opportunities. So this was a good example for me to see that it doesn't work. Uh-oh, the contractor's going to hear from me. I apologize that it didn't work, but that's where you would find subcontracting opportunities. Or do what I just did, what Caitlin suggested we do, was go to that filter. Do you have any more?
Yeah. You're getting a couple inquiries about receiving direct assistance with the Contractor Reporter. Would they be able to reach out to you directly to work with you?
Yes. Let me put up my contact information. There's my name, my direct email address, and my phone number. You can also reach me on the Contract Reporter in the upper right-hand corner. There's a button, there's two buttons. One says Contact Us and one says Help. And I answer both of those emails. If you don't like my service, you're kind of stuck without a paddle because I'm the only person that handles this. And if I don't know an answer, I will find an answer, or I will give you the name of somebody who could help you with your answers.
How far ahead do they usually post the procurement reports?
They have to post them 4 times a year. I'm going to go back to that. I will show my, let's see here. So in April here, they would have to post it by March 31st. So right now, let's see here, it doesn't show. But right now, let's see, June. This is April to June. So probably June 30th, they're going to need to post the next 3 months, the end of June. June 30th will be the cutoff. So July will be the next. So it's about 3 months ahead. They have to post. They have to let people know. I'll put this back up.
Why are there ads that don't have goals?
Could you answer more of that, Caitlin, than I would?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll notice that some don't have that 30% utilization goal. It can be for a variety of different reasons. It could be the lack of MWBE firms in that particular industry. It could be geographic, might be lack of MWBE firms in those like specific regions. It could be like a very specific piece of equipment. The goals are all set by the New York State agencies and authorities. So all of them, they manage their own procurements.
Thank you, Caitlin.
Yep. What is the difference between a contractor ad and a non-contractor ad?
A regular ad, a non-contractor ad, is from a state government entity. A contractor ad is from a prime contractor looking for subcontractors. So anything that's not a contractor ad is from a state government, state, local, city, town, village.
Do you allow out-of-state vendors to register with your website?
Yes, as long as they're not in a discriminatory jurisdiction state. Those states are Alaska, Hawaii, Louisiana, South Carolina, West Virginia, or Wyoming. And no, I did not memorize that. I have it on my cubicle here. So those states are discriminatory against New York State businesses. So we don't accept. Well, I mean, we accept them, but let's say we have a preference over New York State New York State businesses, minus those businesses from those states. We don't take like South Carolina businesses. If there's a New York State business that sells the same product, we'll go with the New York State business, not the South Carolina business. They discriminate against, like I said, other states' businesses. They're not playing fair. I'm going to take my ball home.
It looks like we have another question about discretionary opportunities. Are the discretionary opportunities exclusively for MWBEs?
That is correct.
Okay. Do you want me to jump in?
Yes, if you don't mind. Thank you. I'm going to click on this here just so they can see. Go ahead.
So with these discretionary spend opportunities, you'll either see goals or you might even see one that is, like it says, it mentions Article 15A. It looks like that one's already been.
Is it old? Oh, due date, July 7th. This is not a bid opportunity. All right, I'll get out of here. I'll find another one. What about this one? Is that one better?
You might see that it's exclusively for New York State MWBEs, or you might see ones that have goals on them.
Yeah, aren't they supposed to say like Article 15?
Yeah, it specifically mentions Article 15A. So this one, this one has goals on it.
Oh, it's not in here. The word article is not in here, so it must be, this one must be because of the goals.
Yeah. All right, it looks like we are almost running out of time. I'm gonna go ahead and put up the polling with the next couple of minutes. Please feel free to let us know how we did. It'll take you just a couple of minutes at the most.
I did want to mention, like I said, up on the top here in the right-hand corner, that Contact Us and Help button. It's right underneath the Log In, the Log Out button. Did you want me to put up my contact information again, Caitlin? Would that cover the poll there?
No, you can. I think you have the capability of moving the poll, so
okay.
We're good with that.
There, perfect.
We were getting some responses. And if there's any question that you have after the presentation, just feel free to reach out. I will be providing a copy of the recording, so you'll have that to access as well. I just wanted to thank Chris for joining us today. Just a couple of quick reminders. Again, we'll be sending out all of the recording and all of that. Our next webinar will be next Tuesday, the 22nd, and the topic is effective bid pricing. We also have our Central New York and Mohawk Valley Regional Expo coming up next Wednesday. I'll be providing information on that on the email that I send out as well. And have a nice rest of your day. And thanks everyone else for joining as well.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Caitlin. And anytime you need me, just let me know.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone. And like I said, reach out to me if you want a one-on-one walkthrough.